You read the title correctly. I don't think infected Phantasia is a threat at all. I'm going to be going over her gimmick, her design, and what can be done to improve her overall role in the infected sphere. Firstly, let's talk about the positive. I think infected Phantasia's design is simply a 10 out of 10. She completely subverted my expectations on what she would end up looking like. For the most part, when it comes to these Delver alternatives, I do see these games trying to create a horror aesthetic, unlike a certain someone. While the overall look is horrifying, what adds on to it is that this originally was an innocent kid. I can't imagine what painful process she underwent. I mean, just look at the stretched out limbs, the missing skin, the spines protruding. Overall, her horrifying design is good storytelling in of itself. Well, that's really all the good that I have to say about her. Let's talk about her overall game design. The way infected Phantasia works is that she is a conditional infected. If you are missing a bar or two of health, she will appear to you in this phantom-like form, a blackened silhouette of the familiar designed agent. That is step 1 of this condition. Step 2 requires you interact with the phantom. If you ask for a heal, 2 things may happen. First, there's the possibility that she'll just heal you. After that, she'll simply vanish without a trace, leaving you unbothered. However, if she doesn't heal you, then her true infected form will be revealed. While on the field, infected Phantasia will always know where you're at on the map. Nowhere is really safe as she will constantly chase you and you cannot lose aggro, though your sanity will remain intact. However, you'll soon notice that she is very, very slow. This is because she's a snowball chaser, much like Felicia from Dolly's. The longer you spend on the floor, the faster she becomes. It's also worth noting that you are the only one that can see her. No one else can interfere, take hits, use abilities to distract, nothing. So what exactly is wrong with Phantasia? I mean, her gimmick seems cool on paper, and I would agree. However, in-game, she is the least threatening infected thus far. Compared to the other infected, she poses no threat. To start off, her conditional. In order for infected Phantasia to be a threat, you first have to consent to a gamble in order for her to spawn. You could choose to actively ignore this phantom and nothing would happen to you. Even if you take the gamble and lose, her snowballing takes forever to kick in. I've been in a round where we spent almost 5 minutes just waiting to see what her max speed is, and simply put, we never got to see it because it took forever. Even under 5 minutes of snowballing, she is still no threat. Just to add on how easily manageable this infected is, you can actually cheese this character if you wanted to. I mean, what's stopping you from accepting her gamble near the end of the round? This drops her risk to 0. Even if you didn't get the heal, all you would have to do is go into the elevator and she'll despawn with no consequence. All this just makes infected Phantasia an underwhelming and ignorable character. So, what would be a good way of fixing this? Well, let's mark down the issues in numerical order. 1. Her silhouette form is not dangerous. 2. Her true infected form is too slow. 3. She can easily be cheesed at the end of the round. So, now that we have the issues listed, we can tackle these one by one. Starting off with number 1, I think Phantasia should bring some type of danger to whoever her target is. Remember, she's a creature of imagination and appearance. I think it would be dangerous if while she is on the field, she cuts your sanity to about 25% without being able to recover it until she disappears. I mean, after all, why wouldn't she affect your psyche? That's not all. I think she should also plant fake imaginative items around the map. If you happen to pick up a fake item, not only does your sanity slowly decrease, your screen starts bugging out. Do not make it entirely obvious though. That's one of the problems with games that have gimmicks like these. Make the items look one-to-one. Maybe after waiting a period of 5 seconds for an item you suspect to be fake, it should start glitching out slightly, confirming to you that it indeed is fake. I think your teammates could also help you here as well. I mean, if they don't see the item before you, that should give you an idea that it indeed is fake. So it works for both the solo as well as the team play aspect. Next, here's where sanity really kicks in. The lower your sanity is, the more hallucinations appear on your screen. I'm talking about fake infected chasing you. The purpose here is to make you run recklessly, running out of stamina, or you get into a situation with a real infected and taking damage. So what's the purpose behind all of this? The idea is that the longer she is on the field haunting her target, the worse the sanity of the individual becomes. It's no longer an easy choice. It has become a desperate need to either take the gamble, power through it until she disappears, or you are healed. By the way, I don't think this is all she should do. It's very obvious that my vision for this character in her shadow form is to provoke more hallucinations over time. If you guys can come up with more ideas to add on, that would be great. Now, I think this answers our first problem in conjunction with number 1. I think this could also tackle number 3. Remember, you can easily cheese the current Phantasia of the gamble. If it doesn't go in your favor, then you could easily head into the elevator consequence-free. To fix this, I don't think Phantasia should be permanently on the floor. After all, I did say that an individual can power through her hallucinations. If said user does do so, I don't think she should ever appear to that user again for the remainder of the floor. This makes the temptation more appealing as well. You either don't take the gamble and miss your opportunity only to be haunted again next floor, or you can take it and see what fate brings about. Of course, there's still the possibility of Phantasia to move to another target near the end of the floor with the elevators open. So to prevent this, I think after the first set of machines are completed, she should just disappear for all players. So the idea is to take the gamble before the main machines are unlocked. At the same time, while the main machines are active, she could still be a danger to the player if said player failed the gamble. Speaking of said danger, let's talk about when the gamble fails. Currently, Phantasia is super slow to build up. All she really needs is to have a faster build up. Then she should eventually become a threat. However, this could end up ruining the solo experience for characters if they do take the gamble. I mean, if she reaches max speed, then that's game over for the solo player. So there's two ways to tackle this. Either make the build-up slower for players who are solo, or make Phantasia available for everyone to see. That way, there's more consequence for the player who took the gamble and failed. Not only did they risk themselves, but they also risk the safety of their allies. I mean, just imagine a max speed Phantasia whose numbers stacked on top of the maxed out 8 infected, creating 9. That alone is very devastating. Of course, to balance this, you'd have to remove the current gimmick of constantly targeting. That, or you could also keep the current gimmick of targeting, but have her always hunt the one with the lowest sanity stat-wise. Either way, you get the point. She needs to show some type of danger than what she currently is. I think that concludes my take on current Phantasia. Do let me know if you agree with these ideas. I did mention you should also add some stuff during the hallucination portion, so I do hope you did that. If not, now's the time to do so. With that, I'm going to be calling it here. Goodbye. Goodbye.